Welcome to BeerDisciples. I'm Ross Quintana.
And I'm Richard Callahan.
Right. And this is Pike Stout, Extra Stout, 5X. Family owned, as it says on the bottle, right out of our backyard up here in Seattle, Washington.
7% alcohol?
Yeah, 65 IBUs. We're happy to get to a stout. We did these IPAs. We did the manna wheat, which was neither manna nor wheat.
Or pineapple, for that matter.
Water splashed against the can.
Pretty bad.
We're both stout lovers, so I think that we're excited to get to this. This was rated 99 on overall and 99 for style, so it's got some good ratings on beer, RateBeer. Beer Advocate has it as an A-, so that's pretty solid too. So ratings like that, it tells me it's going to be at least a good stout, and the question is it going to be roasty, malty? What is it going to be in that spectrum?
Is it going to be rich, complex? We will find out and be the judge.
That's correct.
Here's the pour.
Let us get a pour on.
That's the color I'm used to.
Oh yeah, we're getting a good...
nice. Ooh,
wow, what is that? Darkness. It was like darkness upon the face of the deep for a second there, you know?
Nice.
Yeah, it got a weird, like, 1-inch moving black, void.
Yeah. Look at the color of that head. That's nice. That's a khaki colored head there.
Welcome home, khaki. Quintana. Welcome home. We're back to the stout.
Let's take a look at it in another glass.
Yeah.
That looks pretty good over there.
Here he goes.
A little bit red on the pour coming out of the bottle there. We definitely have some depth.
Okay, so we're going two-tone.
Look at the cascade there.
Yeah, getting a nice
slow
cascade.
Slowing way down.
Yeah, that's really staying there.
It's almost like a stone, the Stone Imperial.
Yeah, it's got a, look how tight the bubbles are. It is definitely getting kind of a moussiness. Now, it's not full-on mousse because you can tell that when you get the full-on mousse, it almost doesn't move.
Yeah.
This is moussey, but not as moussey as some of the ones that we've seen.
Yeah, this is nice. Look at this tan head. I love the color of this.
We're getting some lacing on this for sure. I mean, slow creep down the wall of the glass there.
Yeah, it's looking good.
See, I don't know if you can tell we're a little bit...
We are partial to stout.
We're biased on the stouts. Like, I got more to say already. We haven't got to anywhere.
So, I do like the appearance. The head is nice dark color. Red on the edges, dark brown color. Really beautiful looking stout. Well built, you can tell. It's got oil on the edge here.
Pensacola there along the edge.
Yeah.
So for appearance, now we've seen some
fantastic stouts.
Good looking stouts. So
we've seen some mind blowing looking
I gotta go with a 4 on this, because the bar is definitely higher than other
for this category. This is a 4.
Yeah. Good solid 4.
Let's give it a smell, see what we got going on.
Okay.
Look at those roasted notes.
Yeah, it's going to be a little roastier, I can tell out of the bat, but I do smell the sweet malt body too, and I like that. That's promising.
Sweet and roasty.
I prefer a little bit more sweet malt body. I'm not huge into the roast, and that feels like it's a pretty good balance.
There aren't a lot of some dark beers you get like the dark fruit notes or like the raisins or the chocolate. I'm not getting that. I'm getting kind of roast and malt. It's really imbalanced.
I'm getting a slight raisin on it because of the sweet, high sweet.
I think the roast is holding me back from the raisin. So anyway, this is it's a decent smelling stout.
It's syrupy. I can tell that in the nose now.
It's 7%. 5X, I don't know if that's Imperial or what they're intending
I thought it
there.
was Imperial, but when I pulled it up, it came up as just a stout.
It's actually smelling more like a stout and not an Imperial stout. Imperial stouts have that bigger, boozier nose. This doesn't have that. It smells like a solid stout.
You know what it smells a little like to me? Bitches Brew. And I don't throw that out lightly because that's such an impressive beer. Take another sniff.
The only resemblance, I think, is a stout, but I don't think I could compare this to Bitches Brew.
When you get past that initial smell and you get into the body of it, I get that. It's the blend. I'm not into roast, but it's that blend of roast and sweet malt. It's really balanced, and that's how Bitches Brew was.
Bitches Brew was balanced. There was an off scent in Bitches Brew, though, that I think was, because they didn't use hops in that beer. They used sort of like African bittering plants or something like that. And I can kind of see that. I can kind of see what you're saying, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, it doesn't have the mustiness that does. Well,
let's give it a taste.
And for the nostril, the nose there, I'm going to go with it's pretty good for me. I'm going to scale 4. Again, this is a tough category. I don't think it's going to blow my mind.
Yeah, it's well balanced. I'll give it a 4 also. I have a feeling this is going to probably tend towards a B+ overall, just looking at it. I'll tell you what, though, before you say anything else, one place that I was at, he took some vanilla ice cream and poured this into it and made himself a vanilla stout float. I was like, that sounds freaking amazing.
I believe it because at that point it probably gives you like that root beer but with coffee because of the roastiness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still hinting a little bit at Bitches Brew because I think it doesn't have all the ingredients, but and trust me, Bitches Brew is incredible. I'm not going to say, wow, this is Bitches Brew, because it's not. But what I will say is, for me, when you push the limit of roastiness and still keep it balanced with the sweet malt, that's what Bitches Brew did on a very high scale, to the point where I was like, wow,
yeah,
that's incredible. This has the right balance.
I will agree with you. There is a reminiscence, an essence, if you will, of Bitches Brew in this. There's a note, something about the taste. It does remind you of Bitches Brew.
It's that little dryness with the roast, but it's not that harsh roast. It's like it dries out, dries it out of your mouth almost.
This is a really solid stout. I'm liking it. The taste has got a little bit of chocolate notes in it, a little bit of espresso to it. Definitely darker roast, and it is roasty, and I like it a lot.
And normally I don't like that roast, but they've done it right here. There's a clean quality to the roast that doesn't make it stay in your palate.
I'm actually not getting any roast on my tongue. It's in the back of my throat is where it stays. That's where I taste it.
If you put your tongue to the top of your mouth, that's all of a sudden you pick up that roast again.
Yeah, for sure it's there.
But it doesn't linger with an open mouth like a lot of them, and that's what I don't like. So it's pretty impressive on that. So
this taste, I'm going 4 or 5.
I agree, 4 or 5 on that.
Good.
And mouthfeel.
It's very smooth. It's a bigger body. It's not overwhelmingly big. It's a medium to big.
Medium with oil.
Yeah.
You definitely can get that oil. And
I do like the lacing sticking on the side.
And it's drying, but isn't it interesting? It's almost clean at the same time.
It's kind of a refreshing stout, and there aren't many refreshing.
Yeah, you don't normally get clean and oily in the same.
Yeah. It's impressive.
Drinkability.
I'm still thinking my rating for the mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel, I'm going to go. We've had some incredible. I'm sorry, I got to go on mouthfeel. To me, even
4.
though I like it, I'm going to go 3.5 on that. I could have gone 4, but I'm going to go 3.5. And actually, I like what they did, because it's, for me, would make me drink this roastier stout when I don't normally like a maltier stout. But when I think about the depth and complexity of the body of it, it's a hard category, because usually most of them are pretty big, and this isn't that big for me, so I'm going 3.5 on it. But I could see a 4. I don't think 4 is outrageous. I just think I'm going to go with a 3.5.
Okay.
Drinkability, because of that's going to bump up. It's actually probably at least 4, 4, 5 for me. I'm gonna go with. I gotta go 4 or 5 on the drinkability.
Yeah, it's very drinkable. It's got a nice for stout lovers, and I'm an imperial stout lover, not just a stout lover, but for stout lovers, this is a nice toasty. It's not so roasty that it's like it's sippable. It's got a nice toasty, like almost a bready toastiness to it, and it's really enjoyable, very drinkable. I'm gonna give it a 4 or 5. And since I didn't drop below 4 on any of my ratings, I'm giving this an A- overall. And
I'm doing A- too.
This is a solid stout.
It does really remind me a little bit of Bitch's Brew, and what I love is that cleanness with the roastiness. Mm-hmm. It allows me to enjoy a roastier beer than I normally would. And that's exactly how Bitch's Brew was. It was like, wow, this is really roasty, but it's not obnoxiously roasty. It's somehow it almost cleans itself out, and what it leaves behind is
it pushes the boundaries and allows you to experience things that you wouldn't normally experience. And I'll tell you what, on a hot summer day this summer, I'm going to drop a scoop of vanilla ice cream in this. It's going to be delicious.
All right. All right.
I give this an A- overall.
A- for me.
It'll be on our shelf. I recommend that you pick it up. You can find it.
Yeah, and yeah, it's around town.
For the price, it's an exceptional stout.
Yeah, you're gonna be getting this.
It's under $6.
Yeah.
No, it was
$4.50.
It was $4.99 after tax here in Washington, and that's
solid.
To get an A- for $5.
If you like something that's roasty and clean and has a great balance in the stout, this is it. I like it. So I would recommend it. Till next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.